Even the hardest of nuts can show their softer side. Despite being trained for years and years to be a cold and ruthless killer, in theory, the act of actually taking a life is a whole different animal. It takes the utmost ruthlessness to do so, something that nearly everyone is without. The story of Devil's Riddle story is one to tackle the complex nature of someone who is left riddled with doubt and naivety, despite being the best on paper. Thrown in with some stylistic visuals and enough vitriol to take down a rhinoceros. Azuma Tokaku is the latest in a prestigious line of assassins. Her family name is steeped in legend in the field, and she is likely to fly the flag into the next generation as she is a truly athletic, skilled, and capable killer. Or at least she should be. She hasn't actually killed anyone yet. She is also burdened with a powerful memory instilled by her mother and aunt that she should shirk the traditional Tokaku line of work, i.e. killing people. All these complications impact on her placement in Myojo Academy's Black class, a small class of girls, all girls, who are on the surface a mixed bunch of personalities, but not far off the surface are cold and skilled assassins just like Azuma, without the filter. Along with the 12 other girls, there is a seemingly sweet lady named Haru, who seems to be completely out of place in this band of mercenaries, but her reason for being there is soon made clear. She is the target for all her classmates. She tries to befriend them, but they rebuff her gestures, citing possible methods of spying on direct attack. Paranoid much? The only person who bites is Azuma, who quickly builds a bond with her and serves as her protector. The rest of the class then make it their mission to take down Haru, despite Azuma switching sides for the chance to claim the ultimate prize of Black class. One wish, whatever they desire. Devil's Riddle story is a very interesting anime. It has a lot of stuff going for it, but it has a lot of stuff hindering it. Let's talk first about what it has going for it. It's got flair. You cannot call the visuals of Devil's Riddle story mediocre and call yourself human. Its art style is unlike most anime and makes it stand from the rest of the crowd with wider facial structures, pentagon-like eyes, elaborate costumes and hairdos, and edgy character models. It's something which is more than able to entice a curious viewer into at least giving it a go. Also, the fact that Azuma uses her skills as a protector instead of joining the others in killing Haru is a nice touch, which shows that even the most brutal of mercenaries have a conscience. This is punctured a little bit when you find out how Azuma was ensnared by Haru, but it's still worth noting. I won't go into it here, but check out the rest of the show for more. The original author, Jung Koga, could have made Azuma completely cold and monosyllabic, like what happened in Blade and Soul with Alka, but they gave the former some heart and a reason to protect others, rather than just making her attraction simply because she thinks Haru is hot. Its Yuri nature does show through quite a bit, despite it being relatively low-key to most shows. That's about the only thing that's low-key though. Here comes the not-so-good stuff. What prevents Devil's Riddle story from being great is that it's trying too hard. It's obvious that Koga has seen the likes of Higurashi and Danganronpa and chosen to throw the dial all the way past 11 and nearing 20. There are so many close-ups, especially of Neo's charming mug and her tsundere teeth, that it's almost at the point of boredom. I can only look at her face for so long without wishing to look at something else in my anime, thank you very much. Not that I don't think the characters are attractive, they are. It's just I'd wish for time to be focused on more original shots or more time dedicated to the plot instead of looking at the girl assassins. Black class does have a point to it, but it feels so contrived and blatantly an exercise in appeasing the male viewership and omitting the fact that men are also assassins, and we can have some attractive men here too to mix things up. Clearly not. It doesn't help that I see every single male fantasy when it comes to fan service. The tall seductress mistress, the energetic smart aleck, the elementary school kid? What? As well as many others. The narrative doesn't seem to know the meaning of subtlety for the most part. We clearly know that the girls want to kill Haru and don't care how they do it. There's no mulling over or deep thought going on here. We're going to be evil harlots who look hot. Yeah! Ugh. Far too much venom for me. Especially from Neo. God. Devil's Riddle story is one of those shows with a great visual presentation and striking plot to say the least, but it is tarnished with overexertion on the part of the director of photography. It's all things we've seen before and done with more polish. It mars what could be a fantastic show and instead makes it only good to pretty good. One of the few nuances here are those revolving around Haru. There's something going on there. She's far too sweet and adorable to be genuine, and my suspicions are addressed later on for sure, which was cool of the writers to acknowledge. I would certainly give this a chance as it does look cool and is likely to keep people interested with how it looks and its potential, but I just wish it was more confident in its framing and relied more on character development. It's a shame, but not everything is lost. Devil's Riddle story is available to stream on Funimation's website. My rating? Continue. It's got a lot of good things going for it, even if it does try too hard. If you like what you heard, please visit my Patreon campaign to help grow Anifile at patreon.com/MasakoX, or follow me on Twitter at MasakoX.